Make sure you like this video as you are coming in. Make sure you like it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New. And honey, I am back in the building. Listen, this time, honey, I am back to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is the season 9 reunion, part 1. I noticed Carlos didn't go around to all the couples. He went to Destiny's room where she was getting her hair and makeup done. Her dress wasn't there. He was a little perturbed with her. She said she's not being difficult. I was a little annoyed with that because Destiny, even though you came and you gave this season, it doesn't negate the fact that you had been difficult in the past. So you need to admit and acknowledge that. Okay, I did see a little something more from Destiny as far as really participating in the season. As far as getting Sunny together and, she's going to be getting her together. And honey, I am going to be here for that. Because I told y'all I was Team Destiny when it came to that. Where Destiny went wrong is getting re-obsessed with Melody. It's just like Martel all over again. Make it make sense. Okay? Let's do best hair. I'm gonna give it to Melody. I loved her blonde bob. And if you're going to do blonde the right way. I liked Tisha. Is next for best hair. I would give it to KIMMI next. Then Miss Nail, and then Destiny. I felt like Miss Nail's hair, it looked, pretty good. It did. And I liked, hers wasn't a problem, her blonde, because she does blonde. So Destiny is somebody that don't do blonde like that, and it was just too blonde. It washed her out. There's a right way to do blonde and there's a wrong way. I did like the combination of the red dress with the blonde. I just would have wanted some different kind of blonde hair. I think Destiny really would have served well if she would have did that ponytail that she did at, what was it? Miss Nails. Y'all know her, was it the vow renewal or the Bachelorette? Y'all know what I'm saying. I love her with black hair, long, in a ponytail. I love that look on Destiny. It's so pretty. And she has worn that several times, right? Best dress, Melody, she killed it. Second best dress, KIMMI. Killed it. That is the best I ever seen, KIMMI. The best. Third, Tisha. That's one of the best reunion looks Tisha has ever had. It didn't look too tight. It didn't look like she was trying to show too much. It looked good. Like that white on Tisha and the bob and the simplicity of it. Beautiful. Miss Nail, her, I'm gonna go with her as far as her dress is, after Tisha, then, we will do Destiny. She was last as far as, looks. I caught that shade at the beginning that KIMMI said to Carlos about reading somebody, and Carlos is like, "You're not talking about me, are you?" And she's like, "Not you, friend." And he like, "Oh, somebody else," right? And I believe she was talking about Melody. And the issue I have with the women on this show is, and this is what I don't like about certain women, period, is they have all this energy for another woman and they don't have it for their man. With all the confusion and disrespect okay, that, their man demonstrates to them they want to come for a woman and what she has to say. It's like, girl, make it make sense. But let's get off into it. Oh, I didn't even talk about the guys. I'll just give it to Martel. I liked his suits. I actually liked that he admitted that his damn pants was too tight. I thought that was funny. We know that Martel is really the most fashionable of the men. Marceau looked like he done got bigger. Carlos said he done got smaller. I don't think so. And then I guess we'll give it to Maurice, and then we'll give it to Marceau. I didn't like Marceau's suit jacket, so. And I like Carlos's suit. And I like that Martel told him, no, nigga, you look up to me. Because Carlos, actually, I've studied him. He be copying Martel's, like, poses and stuff in his suit. So, yeah. That's right, Martel. You tell him, nigga, you be copying up off of me. I'm the style guru. It's just I wear tight suits. But I felt like he still looked like a damn sailor. Okay? But yeah, he looked the best, right? Because he's more willing to take a risk. Carlos says to Destiny about her earring coming off when she comes out, and he was just like, yeah, you losing earrings the way you be losing men. And she was like, and they always come back the same way, you putting it right back on. I said, come on, Destiny. Destiny has it in her to be quick, and I do like that about her, but I just need for her to get her own damn identity and stop trying to copy off of people. Okay? Ooh, child, Maurice was like, wow. When Melody came out, child. I can't even get started. KIMMI didn't like that. I was looking. Okay. Carlos gets on Martel about being a good man because Martel wants to play the game of, yeah, I'm a good parent. And that's how you know you're dealing with a narcissist. Everything is an act. Everything is a facade. Everything is to make things look a certain way, a mess. Chris and Nell, they look good. Why did I forget about Chris? Okay, so we're gonna do, let's do Chris's number one, because I like the white and gold that he had on. I don't know why I forgot about them. So yeah, he's before Martel. So it's Chris, Martel, Maurice, and Maurice just looked like himself. Like there's no switching it up. Child, I can only imagine these niggas in the bedroom, honey. Just look tired, Tyrone, honey. A mess. Same old, same old. And then Marceau is last. Destiny tells Carlos, you're welcome. Because he was like, yeah, you're back. And yeah, you had all this drama with the Sonny and Moses. So before they look at Marceau and Martel's business evolution, Carlos gets to saying, who's on top? Well, me, always. Now, was he talking about him being GAY, or was he talking about how successful he is? I think that that's an issue with Carlos. Carlos wants too much damn attention. I think he need to join one of his damn shows. For real. I think that that's where the problem is with Carlos. Carlos needs to stay in his lane, whatever that is. But yeah, sometimes it's just too much. And then you constantly, yeah, I'm outside, but I'm outside. But I'm out. We don't need to keep hearing that, nigga. Okay, we get it. The African left you. Now you're, free to play. A mess. But they compare Marceau to Martel. Martel was on top when Melody was over there, honey, look, paying all the bills, had the builder's license. It was Melody that was the beauty and the brains, honey, in that marriage. Okay, now that, because Martel is a narcissist, he's codependent, and he doesn't know how to be alone, and he doesn't know how to get it for himself. Okay? Melody was actually over there demonstrating something to him, but because his ego is too big, he was not willing to receive that message. And the message Melody was constantly giving him was, be better, nigga, do better. But he was, yeah, but let me find somebody to fulfill my needs. Just like a narcissist, right? A mess. Who built Holt and Holt? We did. When I first started watching this show, I loved this couple. We would not have this show without Martel and Melody. The chemistry, and even though Martel is an ain't shit nigga, they just had that star power. You know, Melody has it on her own, and Martel shines when he's with her. Like, they just have that magic touch. And Arion, boo boo, oatmeal pie face, because I caught you on, you was talking to AL and you got to saying, yeah, well, you know, Melody just bitter because her man fell in love with this young girl. There's nothing new under the sun, and there is nothing special about you at all. From your looks to your decorum, ethics, if you have any scruples, morals, values, there's nothing special about you. You are jealous of Melody. And a jealous ass bitch will always try to flip it and make it look like you're jealous of her or she took something from you. But girl, she became a better woman once she got rid of that raggedy ass man. Okay? And if he loved you so much more than her, why he didn't marry you? Okay? He never married you. Not that a marriage from Martel Holt would mean anything, but that to me, that says a lot. He kept you on the bench. You're predictable. He can control you. You will be a yes man. You will be a bottom feeder. You are a pick-me. You are. You're a pick-me. And it is so easy, ladies, to be a pick-me. So pick-me's, y'all need to stop bragging. You are not special at all. Any woman can let a nigga run all over them, dog them, bruise them, okay, misuse them. Let a nigga control the whole relationship. Like, anybody could be with that, but it takes a lot of courage and confidence as a woman to, you know, be your own person. Stand alone. Make your own decisions. Be resilient. You know? So, yeah. Arion, she ain't got me fooled. She's jealous of Melody. But the thing of it is Martel was jealous of Melody too. And we never talked about that aspect of it enough. Because in the black community, all anybody wants to do is focus on cheating. But yeah, that nigga was jealous of her. And they will get with bitches out here. Because I know it all too well. They will get with a bitch that's jealous of you and link up with her and be telling your business and this, that, and the third. So, yeah. And that's what he did, basically. We see the dynamics between Marceau and Tisha. Tisha was asking to get off the bench, get into real estate, use her license or whatever she got, child. Marceau didn't become interested in Tisha working in the real estate field until she got him that deal for $6 million, or, you know, him building that hotel. Whatever happened with that, y'all put it in the comments. But yeah, girl, you don't have a good man. You over there asking for permission. You are not in a marriage any better than Melody. You're not. And see, her and KIMMI, they really do think that they have better men. No, you don't. You don't. And y'all hear Tisha? Yeah, ain't nothing going on with us this season. It ain't on us. Yeah, that's cause Kiki ain't here, bitch. We know if Kiki was here, she would drag your ass down to the ground, child. Rest in peace to my girl. I love me some Kiki. Come on, bitch. Come on. Oh my God, her and Marceau arguing, honey. That used to be so funny. I ain't never laughed so much. Oh my God. Carlos asks, Martell, is it hard looking back at those scenes of you and Melody? And he says, yes, we accomplished a lot of things together, all the children that we have. Why did you throw your whole marriage away for some trollop? Why? Like, what was the point? But men, you guys, they do it all the time, just willing to throw everything away when they are threatened by a woman, when they don't have her same work ethic. They're not willing to become better people. They're not willing to do their work. Because a lot of times they know how to go make the money, but they don't know how to become a better man. They work more hours on their job than they do on their character, and it shows. So Martell is very superficial. He cares about looking good. And that's why Melody was over there like, here this nigga come. He don't mean nothing. He don't miss nothing that we accomplished because he wouldn't have threw it all away. He wasn't ready for it. And he wanted to be the big star. He acted as if he supported what she was doing, right? Because it really did look like out of the couples, he was like the most supportive husband, right? Because Marceau, he wasn't supportive of Tisha. She didn't have a mutually supportive marriage. Melody said, looking at the package, it didn't make her feel sad at all. She loved reclaiming her independence. Yeah, you had a leech. You had somebody leeching off of you. Now he's over there with a leech. And this is what they do. They get with these women that can never compete with you, that are jealous of you. That's why Arion, she fits so well, into this puzzle. She does, because she's exactly like the type of woman that these men be cheating with. Carlos asks, Melody and Martell, what type of place are they in today? And it's like, nigga, what place do you think that they would be in if one of your exes did the revenge pee on you? I think that it's very insensitive, like the way he was talking, because this ain't like season 3 or 4. Like, we're already at season 9, and he has did so much to her. And Melody just shut down like, oh, I don't even have no comment. And here go Martell. Yeah, I'm in a good place. Yeah, because you the one that's been doing all the terrorizing. You did all the cheating, all the lying. You are the one that put that marriage on the back burner for your side chick. Okay? So, of course, you're in a good place. Of course, you don't have any hard feelings because you don't give a damn. He sees Melody as competition. That's what he does. He sees her as competition, and him cheating all those years, that was his way of keeping Melody in her place, making Melody question and doubt herself. Okay, keeping her in a burning house and a puddle of confusion. Carlos asks Martell, was it hard for him to see Tisha and Marceau thrive as a power couple? I don't think that Martell is jealous of them because he knows their setup. And he may feel like a way about Marceau. Like at first, Marceau was coming to him for jobs and stuff, you know. So and they're both men, and men have egos. So I'm aware of that. There may be a little something with Marceau, but he's very much aware of the dynamics of that marriage and how Marceau is running everything. Okay. He even was like really smiling as Carlos, you know, asked him that question, which was very telling. Martell is not rooting for them to make it or not to make it. I'm going to tell you why he's not rooting for them, because he feels like they are fake. And that's, you know, it's right though. It's actually correct. Okay? Because whenever they are confronted with anything real, they don't do nothing but deflect. They lie. We don't have Kiki anymore to debunk any of the tales that they tell, honey. Okay? So, yeah, it's a mess. And here go KIMMI. Oh, well, why would anybody, you know, not root for the next person to win on this show? Girl, why you asking that question when you got so many haters on this damn show? Okay? That's jealous. And here go Latifah. Yeah. But season one, Martel was trying to tell the bloggers about us. And what about all that shit you saw that he was doing to his ex-wife? Well, Mel got a dark soul. She deserves that. Absolutely not. Okay? So, yeah, a mess. So now Tisha is doing this whole, you know, this whole thing of, yeah, it was always you, and girl, okay, you felt at one point it was Melody too. Because remember, she got the dark soul. So, get out of here, Tisha. She's upset with Martell because Martell came for her and her man real hard this season. Not just on the show, off the show. But other than that, he was a good guy. This is male bashing. Are you going to give him a percentage of the Telltale Signs song? Give that man his money. Wasn't she on that type of time until he came for her? A mess. I believe Martell, when he says he was building houses before Marceau, when Marceau said the Scots want to be like us, them people was jealous of the host. I don't care which couple you like the most. If you did not see that in the beginning, I seen it. I synced it. Shout out to Moses. Tisha was trying to be like Melody so bad. The Mommy Business podcast, she copied the Embrace logo. She went around talking about how she could give the blueprint. Meanwhile, on Marriage, okay, she could give the blueprint on Marriage. She didn't feel like Melody could give the blueprint because Melody was being cheated on. But meanwhile, she over there asking for permission. We didn't see Melody asking Martell, could she do shit? She was just getting right to it. Okay? So there has always been a different dynamic with the couples. I believe in the past Marceau was jealous of Martell. Martell was really that dude when he was with Melody. And he knows that. That's why I miss my family. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you miss your beautiful wife and your kids and all of it together, right? Okay? But you also miss the image you had when you was over there with her, because now you just ain't shit nigga. Okay? And I don't think that he likes that. But then again, we can't tell because you still haven't changed your ways. So, but yeah, I do think them Scots was jealous of especially Marceau and Tisha more so than KIMMI and Maurice. KIMMI and Maurice, in my opinion, have always kind of played the neutral. And then I began to see, and you really have to go back and watch season 1 because, you know, you see Latifah for who and what she is, but you really got to go back and you see little stuff KIMMI is saying about Melody, and it's like, this lady's supposed to be your friend. You don't even like her. She would tell Maurice certain stuff. Yeah, well, I don't know about Mel, and yeah, and Mel, you know, she was saying her shit too, though. So you really got to go back and watch. But yeah, and I think it was some jealousy about Melody's ambition? Probably. I don't think that KIMMI wants to be Melody because she know that Melody work hard. I don't see KIMMI trying to work that damn hard. I think more of the jealousy is Destiny and Latifah. KIMMI just don't want Melody talking about her man, okay, and the DUI. She don't want that because, you know, they are all about keeping up appearances, and they were all down for the Holtz looking bad and having the cheating and the side chick and the baby, you know, the baby that came from the side chick and all of that. They wanted to exploit that and just be a lump on the log on this show. Okay, they just wanted to be there. KIMMI even said at one of the reunions, I'm just trying to sit back and, you know, just watch the fireworks. No, bitch, it's time for you to be a part of the fireworks. Okay? And your husband made sure of that. And I got my first whim at, because I actually thought Maurice was a good dude, but I was like, yeah, he ain't about shit. When he was trying to move his damn son to Huntsville and wanted KIMMI to do all the work, and KIMMI ended up having to do all the work and ended up getting, you know, sick and all of that. A mess. So yeah, I was like, damn, he ain't no better. But it was Martel we saw first, and then we start seeing the shiggity with Marceau, and Maurice wasn't too far behind on these niggas ain't being about shit. Chris Fletcher, his character, him cheating in the past. His daughter is still out here talking about him. That shiggity with Trisha, like him trying to hook Martel up, and then you counseling and mentoring. You can't counsel and mentor somebody and then be trying to hook their ex up. That don't, you know, I don't care if it is casual. I know niggas do that, but you shouldn't have been doing that. Because, like, how is Melody to ever trust you and look at you the same? So, yeah. A mess. Martel says he starts everything that he finishes. Honey, I'm just looking at Melody's face. And I just wish Carlos would have been like, Melody, could you give us the blueprint, honey, on what is going on right now? Here go Latifah. You mean you hired him? I noticed they love trying to say they hired Martel for stuff when it wasn't it Martel that hired y'all for stuff or was helping y'all out. They love like trying to reverse stuff. Marceau says Martel still owes him $3,700. That ain't about nothing. You know. It's a mess. I don't know who lying, who telling the truth, because both of y'all are sketchy. Marceau, you got all them damn lawsuits that you don't never talk about. So Carlos gets to talking about Martel, about Marceau's behavior towards his infidelity. Marceau, you were wrong to make jokes about his infidelity. What part of that is funny about him cheating on his wife? Y'all really have to listen to people when they talk, because the fact that you thought it was funny and the fact that you thought it was normal and a-okay for you to be around the side chick and you supposed to be friends with his wife, is she supposed to trust y'all? A mess. Marceau said he stopped trusting Martel with the whole situation of the revenge P, him taking a video of him and his wife and threatening to put it out for the public to see. You should have been lost trust in him. And that's not when you lost trust in him. You lost trust in him when he began coming for you and your wife, because just like Carlos, y'all don't really give a damn what this man do to Melody until he start doing some of the same shiggity to y'all. Okay? Once he start doing the same type of shiggity to y'all, now it's a problem. Now he's a bad person. Now he's the scum of the earth. So Martel gets to ask at Marceau what video. Nigga, you know what video it is. Okay, so Martel tells Marceau, stop speaking on stuff you don't even know about. Marceau says that he talked to Melody about the video. She confirmed it was true, and then, you know, he took it as gospel. Now, didn't y'all admit to y'all seen the video? Okay? Y'all admitted that y'all seen it. Melody says they were in New York when they made the video. She has the screenshot of the video, and they were in New York for Destiny and LaBarbecue's wedding. Melody says it's completely out of order to try to put something out there like that of you and your former spouse. But this is on brand for Martel. This is what he does. He thought it was okay to have a side chick for most of his marriage. You know, so him doing this type of evil stuff, and this is how these narcissists, this is how they behave. They disrespect you, they cheat on you, they betray you, and then they treat you as if you did some shiggity to them, and it kills them, especially Martel, that he can't control and have any access to Melody. He can't even really use the kids now. Okay? He was digging a certain ditch for Melody that his ass fell into. Now he's in trouble with the law. Now he done pled guilty. Okay? A mess. So Martel keeps trying to talk to Melody. Nigga, it is over. It is over. And Carlos peeped it and checked him. Like, he's like, she don't want to talk to you. Like, yeah, let it go. So Carlos tells Martel to say what the message was. They put it up on the screen. I felt like this was genius. The message says, leave me the F alone. Stop speaking on me or anything about me. You're bullying me. She ain't bullying you. He's a narcissist. He don't want to be put out there. Remember, they thrive off of working in secret. Okay? You say one more thing about me at all, and I'm going to treat you like you treat me. I will go all the way in. It might ruin me, but you and your fans already trying. Now, please don't call my bluff, because at this point, I'm tired of you. And then you sent that damn screenshot, and you know you done fucked up. Okay? You know you done messed up. You weren't supposed to do that. But see, he's spiraling out of control because he can't control this woman no more. She done got rid of your last name, nigga. You know a woman tired of you. She gets rid of your damn last name. Normally, women keep their last name for their children to stay connected with the children, but she didn't even do that. So yeah, it's over and done for you because you just won't stop. You just won't stop. He was arrested for the harassing communications. He says it had nothing to do with the picture. If you say, I'm gonna treat you the way you treat me, you were threatening her. And when you send a screenshot of a video, you're threatening her. That's the harassing communications. The revenge P of it all is you're using intimate moments to punish her, to get her to bow down and acquiesce to you, so you can have ding, 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 control. Because you're losing your fucking marbles that you can't control this lady anymore. It's killing you. And you're over there with a whole nother woman, if that's what that is, honey, okay? But it's a mess. You over there with Arion, and you are so obsessed with your ex-wife. That's why I said, Arion, you need to shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up and get back to work. Quit with the I took your nigga. And I told y'all the new shiggity she put on AL's channel. I'll probably get into it on another video. But she was talking to AL and yeah, well, he just fell for me and he didn't want her ass no more and he don't want you either. Okay? Because bitch, quiet as kept, he's still way more focused on Melody than he is on you, and it kills you. Then she put up some damn message. You need to, because Melody quit Love and Marriage Huntsville. We're going to talk about it in another video, but I figure I'd give y'all a little preview. She said, yeah, you need to eat the shit that I had to eat all these years. We're go talk about it verbatim, but yeah, girl, shut up. Shut up. She didn't ask for a seat at your table. You don't have a fucking table. You don't even have a chair. You're on the ground, bitch. Know your place. Ooh, child. If I'm that mad, I wonder how Melody feel, child. This goddamn pilgrim. Okay, what Martel called you? Peasant. That's what you are. Okay? That is what you are. Girl, stay in your place, in your lane. Carlos says to Martel, you do realize what you did was bad. Here go Martel. That's not bad. This is a man that I keep telling y'all has narcissistic personality disorder. He does not care. He does not care about how he treats his ex-wife. He feels entitled to disrespect her. And Carlos, this has been out of hand for a while with Martel's treatment of Melody. Why are you just now catching on this season? Let's have a real conversation. And Marceau figure he would finish Martel off. Yeah, the guy took he took a picture, a screenshot of that and tried to put it out there and make it look like, you know, she was having an intimate moment with somebody else. I believe that. I heard of that. I believe he did that. That, you know, that goes hand in hand with him saying Melody cheated on him. You know, and we know it was him that did all the damn cheating. But when you are with a narcissist, they can't take, you know, a dose of their own medicine. They can't take it. They can give it out. You better not give it out. But yeah. But I think it's really sad that all of these people now see the error of Martel's ways. And it's going to be very interesting moving forward. Okay? It's going to be very interesting. I believe Arion is going to come on this show. Y'all know Martel, he needs some type of, you know, woman in proximity to him, you know, to, to deal with these people, child. Tisha, we heard it years ago. You heard it years ago. Was this Tisha when you was, he a good guy. You gonna give him some money from that song? That's male bashing. It just really makes you look at them. I think that in this moment they felt like they had Martel, but I'm really looking at them. Because I know who Martel is. Do y'all know who y'all are? Maurice and KIMMI, y'all ain't no different. And I noticed KIMMI was very quiet during this time. That was interesting. And so was Destiny. And Destiny, you know all of this shit ain't right. That's why it's not cool for you to be running to a fucking narcissist and telling Melody's business and gossiping with him about Melody. You know he's obsessed with her. Okay? So Martel pled guilty and then appealed it. So they got to go back in court. I know that's a lot on Melody. You got to keep seeing this idiot. It's a mess. So now, honey, we get into Maurice's DUI. Melody's plight in life is to figure out if everybody else is cheating. I feel like that's not true. It's not true. The problem with Tisha and KIMMI is it was all good in the hood when it was Melody and Martell, and he was out here cheating on her, embarrassing her. Even this whole thing with the revenge like, it's just all good when we can sit on the sidelines and judge them and have an opinion. I noticed with both Tisha and Marceau and KIMMI and Maurice, when their asses are called to the carpet for their shiggity, especially if their husbands are out here embarrassing them, then, they forget that they are on a reality show. They're quiet. They're so private. They don't want to share any information. But when it was Melody and she was out here being cheated on, and you had Tisha throwing this shit all up in her face, and Melody was simply, I don't know if you see it, but Melody was giving these people a dose of their own medicine, because if you watch from the beginning, they was asking all these questions, they was judging, they was criticizing, they was lying. And it's just like it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. That's all I can say. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. And I feel like KIMMI is deflecting. Okay? She's deflecting. I even seen Maurice making faces when Melody was saying stuff about him. And it's just like, it's y'all turn now. It's y'all turn. But y'all can't deal with it. Because what y'all thought was Melody and Martell will carry us. And, we will be known as, Mr. and Mrs. Power couple. We will get done whatever Melody and Martell couldn't get done. We will be the ones to be able to get it done. But no, y'all are really not those people. Okay? A mess. Carlos says to Maurice, you've always seemed level-headed. You was valedictorian of your class. And I have something to say to that. I have a brother that, he was valedictorian. He got the best grades out of me and my other brother, Johnny. He was the one. The Sagittarius, honey, got the best grades, straight A's, but the biggest drunk that you ever want to know, honey. Okay, so all that looking good on paper, that don't mean shit. And I know firsthand. Okay? Maurice, I don't want to go into details, but public record would show it. So if public record would show it, why you just can't talk about it? Because once again, you and KIMMI, along with Tisha and Marceau, y'all just on this show for the ride. But I wonder how y'all gonna be acting next season when it's time for y'all to get y'all ass in the driver's seat. Okay? But, yeah. A mess. He was getting on my damn nerves. KIMMI says people do all this reading, but how many people actually care if Maurice is okay? Destiny says she reached out. Latifah said she reached out. But girl, just because they reached out, that don't mean that they didn't have judgments and opinions. They may not tell you about them. We even seen Tisha say it's a DUI today, but it could have been so much worse. But then look at Mel dumbfounded when she had opinions. Okay? So Maurice was on his way home to KIMMI. He says he was traveling. Huh? Somebody lying. KIMMI looks down. She know her nigga is lying. KIMMI and Maurice left separately. That's interesting. KIMMI, you speculating that I was home? See, why is it a problem when it's time for you, Brother Tuckers, to answer questions? Why is it a problem? Why so defensive? Okay? So after KIMMI left Black, she went to Credit One. She didn't admit to that at first, and I was like, girl, y'all is sitting up here lying. There are holes in your story. And then she said, well, it's not Credit One anymore. Okay, so you lied through a technicality. It's called something else now. How are we supposed to know that? And Carlos is obsessed with Credit One after hours. Okay, crazy. That's a mess. So Carlos calls KIMMI a gaslighter because she says, this is not my line of questioning. Bitch, what type of line of questioning you thought you was going to get? See, they want special treatment, special privileges. Y'all see Latifah putting KIMMI out there, but when she was asked all those questions about, Marceau and had he cheated on her in the past or had he been inappropriate with any type of woman in the past, she wasn't forthright with it. She didn't come out and say it, right? So yeah, just very interesting. So Marceau and Latifah, they was getting their life, honey. Okay? A mess. Carlos asks KIMMI, do you think Maurice is cheating on you? She says no, but she doesn't put it past him or anybody. And that part was smart because you never know what anybody is doing. But Maurice did not like that, okay? Maurice says he don't put it past KIMMI either. Child, a mess. Oof, 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 oof. I was watching For It's Rock's video. She doesn't review this show, but I was shocked to hear her because she's very neutral. And she's not really team anybody on this show, but she even thought that Maurice had cheated on KIMMI just by how they were answering questions, in this roundabout way, right? They wasn't being like upfront, transparent. It felt like Carlos had to dig, Carlos asks Maurice, how did you feel hearing Melody talk about you being irresponsible, especially since she lost a relative due to drunk driving? Maurice says it's unfortunate that Melody disparaged his character. There were plenty of times he could have disparaged her character. The faces Melody was making. Maurice says you get to see who a person is when they have their opportunity. Melody and Maurice go back and forth. She said they had a conversation and she told him why her opinion was what it was. Now, two things I noticed is that Melody was trying to let this go. I noticed Maurice kept trying to charge at Melody with what he was saying. And then KIMMI, here she comes, being very, defensive. And I noticed Melody is like, okay, we already talked about it. And, we already, I get we got to relive it for this reunion. But yeah, I saw her trying to move forward and they were not trying to move forward because they are mad at her for even having a effing opinion. Okay? And we hear Maurice saying it's best he, shuts the F up and let his lawyer handle this. Child, bye. You didn't want to, you didn't want to clear anything up. Then he gets to talking about, we'll hear more about this in 2025. You still go be running from the questions, just like your brother. Carlos asks Melody if she knew that Maurice was cheating. Would she tell KIMMI? And Melody says no. They're not close like that. KIMMI wouldn't believe her, no way. She would just think she's hating. I wish Melody would have just flat out just said that, because that is the truth. Even with Latifah, even if Melody had all the proof in the world, they still would turn a blind eye to what these men are doing. KIMMI claims she's just so sick of Melody insinuating that, Maurice is cheating and where's the proof, and a mess. Melody says when she brought up the lipstick comments about Maurice, possibly or allegedly cheating, she said it was a topic of conversation on social media. Melody says, I'm not saying that it wasn't made up. Here go Maurice. Well, they make up stuff all the time. No, you people, y'all pick and choose what y'all believe, what y'all don't believe. And anything as it pertains to the Scott clan, period, y'all don't believe it. Let it be happening with the Holtz, you believe everything. A mess. Double standards. They expect to be treated special. All the Scotts. KIMMI says to Melody, I don't care what's popular on social media. There was a topic of conversation about your ass. Okay, and like I told y'all before, that came from Arion. Arion was making these comments about Melody had work done because people was accusing her of having work done to her diaper booty. Okay, because the ass don't even go with her figure. And then you got AL, Anthony Lofties, he's out here. He had a picture of Melody, way back when. Now, when the show first started, Melody was super thin. She was thinner than what she is now. Now she's a bit more filled in, And ain't no telling, honestly, if he didn't do something to the picture. With his hatred and obsession for her, him and Coleslaw, So, but KIMMI was deflecting when she made that comment. She's just like Maurice. She will say and do anything to get stuff up off of her. So she ain't got to be accountable, and she ain't got to admit to certain stuff. Because that wasn't really no topic of conversation. That was certain people that hated Melody, specifically Arion, Coleslaw, Curry, and AL. Wasn't nobody talking about that woman's ass like that. However, they was talking about your ass rolling over and taking it while you had the big C. So, KIMMI girl, I'm gonna need you to stop. So, KIMMI brings up, when the cast talks about Melody, they're in trouble. They have to have a meeting with Mel. I noticed Destiny was over there bumping her big ass gums, laughing. Carlos, you see everybody just laughing. Okay? A mess. So KIMMI brings up Melody shutting her down, not wanting to, and I told y'all that didn't make any sense. Like, a lot of this stuff on this show, it's really not adding up. Because at first, I told y'all, I was like, if Melody has these opinions about Maurice, she should have really expressed them. But we didn't know about, we found out a lot of stuff on that live that Melody did where she said her and KIMMI actually had a conversation behind the scenes. Okay? And Melody told KIMMI, production told her to ask that stuff about Maurice. She don't really care. She ain't really tripping. It falls right in line with the whole thing about Carlos and the production team don't really want anybody to be friends, especially with Melody, or really make up or move past issues. Okay? Because how can you want people to reconcile issues, but yet production is telling Melody, ask this, do that, she do it, and then now these people are mad at her. Now they're so defensive. She's already by herself on this show. I would have left too. You don't really have any friends. Kiki is gone. Stormy quit. They talking about Stormy may be coming back next season now that Melody is not there. Did y'all hear about that? I don't know. I believe Melody, it just looked like it's set up for everybody to be against one person. Kind of, and bosses do sneaky stuff like that. Like if you start getting on their nerves or you start exercising your independence, your worth, your value, you know what you bring to the table, to the company. They don't like that. Okay? They will triangulate, you know, different co-workers with you and show favoritism. All of the behavior, it all aligns. Carlos was out with them Scots knowing damn well, what did they win? Some award? The show won an award they went to accept. They do the least on the show. They do the least on the show, but he probably felt the way about Martel because all the shiggity that Martel had been doing. He felt the way about Melody, probably saying she didn't want him to be her manager. She told him no. Powerful people, your bosses, they don't like to be told no. They, you know, a lot of them look at you like a slave. Like, shit, you supposed to do everything I tell you to do. And when you don't do it, there will be consequences and repercussions. So I believe Melody when it comes to that. All right, you guys. So the episode goes off. That's all I have to say about that, honey. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, Brand New, and I will check you guys out in the next video.